All right, so let's take this beautiful day ahead. So today's agenda, everybody is aware of, definitely. It's digital transformation in 2023, enabling agile, collaborative, and secure work in digital workplace. For this, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Nitin Dhingra, CDO, Somani Impresa Group, Hindware. Let me give a short brief about Sir. Mr. Nitin is a visionary leader and strategic digital expert at the forefront of automation and RPA. Nitin has been instrumental in driving transformative data and technology initiatives that fuel business growth, optimize operational efficiency, and elevate customer experiences. With an impressive career spanning esteemed Fortune Future 50 and Fortune 50 companies. His leadership traits, continuous learning and adaptability, change management and communication, technology expertise and innovation, collaboration and relationship growth, risk management, cybersecurity and compliance, continuous learning and adaptability. With this, can we have you, sir, on stage with a huge round of applause, everybody? Thank you so much, sir, for joining, and stage is all yours.
Namaste everyone. I hope I'm audible. Thank you. Thanks to the organizers, Zoya, and everyone for organizing this and calling me here. I am humbled and privileged to be here with all of you. Can we have the PPT also? Yeah, thanks. So I hope you are aware what the topic which I have been sharing my thoughts on. It's enabling the agile, collaborative and secure work in a digital workplace. So we presently today are living in world of 5 Cs. The speed of commute that we see, the speed of compute that we see, the speed of collaboration that we do, the speed of communication that we do, and finally with all the data and everything that we heard already from the eminent speakers, the speed of cyber security that we have to enable. So with this, as per my digital practices that I have been doing and whatever benchmarking I have done, I feel the filler to success for any digital solutions are also 5, and they are giving a personalized experience, creating a collaborative platforms, data and analytics, because there will be a lot of data and it's meaningless if it is not used for a decision making thing, and connected ecosystem. We have to connect with large people, and we talked of communities. We saw some of the great work government of India is doing, and then services and support. Services could be the digital services or the support which is given post the go live of the applications. Now, one of the organization which we all are, almost all, we have people from outside India also. So almost all of us are witnessing on a daily basis, which is going through a massive digital transformation, is Government of India. I mean, we see this daily, something or the other government is doing to build that digital ecosystem. We already heard from the most eminent person, I mean, none better than him who spoke on this topic. So what Government of India is doing to solve the puzzle of those 5 elements which I said, let's look into that, and then we'll come to the digital workplace also. So if you see on a personalized experience front, I think the laser is not working, but anyways, on the personalized experience front, we see something like digital locker is available. Now it's the virtual identity of all of us, which is as good as any physical records, and which can be used for verification. And I'm sure most of you might have already used this thing already in your day-to-day activities. So every record, like your mark sheets of graduation, your Aadhaar card details, or your licenses, everything is stored here, and it can be used as a valid proof, even the licenses, driving licenses. Then collaboration. Now we have this portal called mygov.in. I'm sure some of you might have seen. It's a collaborative bi-directional platform to connect to Government of India by any citizen of India, and they can participate in the policy making also. And tools like Man Ki Baat and all is a bi-directional connect that government has created to crowdsource the ideas and do the felicitation in the policies. In terms of data and analytics, there is an association of National Data and Analytics Platform. It's the services which government bodies has created, and you can check the data sets like mobile penetration in parts of India, rainfall, or population, male, female, gender diversity. All these parameters you can do, and it's interoperable. You can merge these and use for your own research or some decision making. So there's a huge amount of data that is available, and it is democratic. You can always download and do the research. Connected ecosystem, when we are talking to societies, when we're talking to connected, we want to connect and communicate a lot of information and its dissemination. Then there are online and offline platforms government has created through the National Skill Development Mission, and they aim to connect 500 million people, or rather train them, upskill them through vocational training. This is all, again, it is not chargeable. It's freely available. If you want a certification, then there is a nominal fees. Otherwise, learning is free and democratic. And then finally, the services and support. So like you have marketplaces and all. So government has also created India Stack, and we all are digital entities. It said that a country is getting APIs at the rate of population, because every individual is creating the API of its own. So we have eKYC, we have UPI transactions, and digital locker, which have the APIs which can be connected to any third-party application. And some of you who have used DigiYatra may correlate that DigiLocker has an interconnectivity to this, and the Aadhaar card which is stored in your digital locker can be interconnected to DigiYatra, and there is no physical proof of any identity required. Your face becomes your identity. You can walk into the airport without showing anything. So this is the interconnectivity of these APIs, and UPI transactions also is another example. So while this is what government has done, and we all should take cues from that, now in a digital workplace, what all we have to do to get these solutions done, while it looks easy, but all of you who have spent some time in IT knows it's not a plug and play thing. It's not an overnight thing also. So everything has its challenges, and we'll look into some of the challenges and what can be the mitigation from the digital workplace perspective. Before that, just a small definition part of what digital workplace is. Digital workplace is a virtual form of connecting which traditionally would have been done in a physical space. For example, an office meeting or a communication or a discussion which happens in a face-to-face way can be converted through digital enablers for productivity improvement. Like you don't have to spend too much time in travels and other things. So your productivity increases, or it could be for better communication and collaboration. And one of the common example is Microsoft Teams, and most of you have used Microsoft Teams or Google Workplace or similar tools, wherein you do a video communication. While you're doing video communication, you are also doing a chat, and if there is a program management, project management thing, that also can be discussed in the same platform, and you can do file transfer in the same platform. So in a way, you are increasing the communication part, productivity part, and better collaboration you are doing. So this is what a digital workplace looks like. But like I said, it has its own challenges as we do such things. Let's say in terms of personalized experience, let's take an example of a manufacturing setup wherein you have a traditional ERP system. It could be SAP, or it could be coming from Oracle or some other tool. And we have a manufacturing execution MES system. Now, as a shop floor supervisor, I may need a report or a dashboard which comes from two different sources. but these two sources may be fragmented or they may not be interconnected to each other. And then even if they get connected, then there could be an issue that I may be using a, let's say, mobile phone which may not have access controls because of security issues, or it could have be personalization thing, that I may want a report and dashboard in some fashion in certain UI UX form, but it is not personalized as per me. It is giving in a standard templatized fashion which may not make sense to me. I'm sure most of us have seen such things. Now with the digital workplace solutions, there are ways and means, and I'll not go into the tools part. I'll reserve that for my last slide, names of tools. But in terms of solutioning, and we already had a gentleman who spoke about RPA, and I will be hearing more about it. So there can be tools like RPA which does the automation in this case. So ERP data can be downloaded by a RPA bot and it can be uploaded in SAP. So that becomes the single source from where you can have a dashboard created, and that dashboard can be created in a tool which have the possibilities of customizing as per the KPIs I want to see. While doing this, the device becomes agnostic because there are tools like virtual desktop interface wherein you don't need to take the data out of your ecosystem, but still you can access it from anywhere as good as I am accessing my local machine. And then there are tools which can control, secure the data on mobile application, mobile data management kind of tools. So if the person leaves the organization, you can flush whatever traces of digital records of your organization you had on that. So the personalized experience becomes possible through such tools. Now the second challenge that comes is on the collaboration. So for example, like someone is in Gurgaon, Delhi, and they want to communicate to their peers in some other countries. So what happens? We have multiple ways. There is email, there is a chat window, there is a in-house some application on which you do the file transfer, and then when you do such things, you are overloaded with the communications also. Let's say Excel version 1, version 2, version 3, and then we are lost which is the latest version. And finally, there is no central tool. Like should be a single point wherein we can interact with all such things to make our collaboration effective. Now such things create a lot of de-acceleration to the productivity, and with the workplace tools which are now available, one of the example like which I took was of Microsoft Teams. There are many others which has a single point interface for email, chat, video conferencing, sharing of the file, task management and project management. So all you can do in a single interface, and you can save a lot of time and do a better collaboration with your peers. So such kind of interfaces helps do for the productivity enhancement again. In terms of data and analytics, so imagine a CEO asking for a gross margin report or a sales report. Then typically what happens, their executives will go and one of them will take the data out from DMS, another will take out from CRM, the third one will bring something from the ERP, then they'll collate it into one place, do the VLOOKUPs. This is the traditional way of doing, and by the time they give the report, the information is obsolete. Because like I told, we are moving at the speed of compute, communicate, collaborate. So this is a very common problem with CEOs. The time they get the information, it's obsolete. And now we are living in a world when they want information which is live. As we are speaking, they want the sales report. If any event has happened or any festival sales is happening, they would like to see the live sales, not N-1 day. So the silos don't allow such things to happen. Then even if you break the silos, the visualization is not the way a senior person would want. They want to slice and dice the information. They want to get into the customized information that they wish. Again, that they get a standard table in which they have to dig through the city, the sales, the targets, the achievements. All of it does not create any productivity enhancement to the things. And moreover, it requires a lot of training for the people to create such reports, and at times to even visualize these tools, reports also. So in terms of what modern day workplaces do is we have the possibilities of creating a single source of truth where all the silos of the data, whether it is CRM, EMA, DMS, or your satellite applications, all can converge to a single source of truth. One such thing is on the cloud you can have data lakes or data warehouse created. Then we can do the visualization. There are sophisticated tools. One of them could be, like, if you're talking of Azure, then it could be Power BI or it could be Tableaus, where we can create the customized visualizations. And then finally the trainings, which is more like a hygiene part, can be done through the SMEs, and it has to be constantly done. Even the citizen development has to be done, and it's not an IT thing. It's actually anyone in the business should be able to do it. So citizen development also can be done through the tools that we are talking of. Then in terms of connected ecosystem, let's say I'm a sales executive. I don't know anything about a product which I am supposed to pitch to a customer. The first thing that I would do is to look for the reference material, hopefully in my intranet or some sources which are company assets. At times I don't find that. Then what I would want is to find a subject matter expert who could guide me on that topic. First of all, I should be able to identify where is that subject matter expert. And for the large organizations, like we heard, 3,000 people getting added. So if that is the volume of people that we have in the conglomerates, then it is difficult to find that one subject matter expert who could help me with the information which I would need for my sales pitch to be done. Finally, if I say that nothing is working, I'll learn on in my own, then there has to be a tool. In absence of that, I probably cannot learn about the product which I'm supposed to pitch. So these are the challenges one would see in terms of less connected ecosystem. This is one example. There are many others. In terms of the solutions from the digital workplaces, then we have intranet portals, and there are tools, again I'll talk of them in the last slide, wherein you can publish your content. It could be sophisticated contents like video contents also, and now we are getting into AR, VR kind of things also, or it could be usage of your intranet portal for community development. So if a subject matter is there, you can identify those kind of subject matter expert, and there could be a blogs or a threads or identification done. So if I want to find a technical person who is good in the product, I can easily dig from the community and do the innovation, build a POC or do something, and then connect. And finally, it has to be flexible thing. So we all in our, when COVID happened, lots of us did the e-learning thing. So it has to be flexible, that anytime, anywhere I can do, and probably organization can link it to the rewards and recognition. This is something that we also follow in our organization. One of the critical part is the services and support. So for example, my laptop is not working, it's getting slow. And I'll take one more example. When I was in one of the organization, we were meeting our MD, and we were not carrying our laptops, and our video conferencing all of a sudden had a downtime. I called my IT person and said, there's a downtime, please come, we are talking to MD. He said, raise a ticket immediately, then I'll come. And now there was no way I could have raised the ticket, laptop was not there, and the urgency was so much that our MD was there. So the frustration level automatically went up, because the only tool that could have helped me do the raising of a ticket was my laptop, and it was not with me. It was not agnostic that I could raise a ticket by phone or through a WhatsApp or some other tool. So inefficient IT support becomes a challenge. Then lack of employee experience. So at times I may not want a help desk to support me. I may want a chatbot to support me, or knowledge management. Probably with the world of OpenAI and ChatGPT, I don't know whether knowledge management will become an obsolete thing now. Earlier we used to have tools wherein we used to put our knowledge articles and everything. Now probably it may not be needed. That can be debated. But still, I would want such tools to be there to help me do my own self-service and reactive IT operations. So as in when my laptop got slow, I would raise a call. But my log files of usage can always indicate, and there could be self-healing basis some AI that can detect and do the auto correction also. So that is the value digital workplace would bring on table by implementing a service desk on phone, your mail, chat, WhatsApp, whatever be the medium, and it can be multiple mediums which does the same thing. Employee experience through, like I said, knowledge base, but it could be giving way to ChatGPT very soon. We don't know yet. Um, and then chatbots and other things which help do the employee self-service, and like I said, AI-based tools which can do the self-learning. So what I briefly wanted to touch upon was that for the digital workplace, there are tools and there are challenges which we know, and probably you can correlate by this small discussion some of the challenges that you also might be facing on your day-to-day basis, and some of the digital workplace solutions. Um, I think in understanding the time that we have, I'll just take a pause. These are the tools I wanted to highlight, and this is just an indicative list of the tools which are there, which does the digital workplace today, and probably in the times to come there will be more. So the main areas which digital workplace would address is a centralized access. We have single sign-on and other areas wherein we get a single identity which can be accessed in any of our application. When then we have collaboration through messaging, chatbots, productivity enhancement, and we use Google, Microsoft very often. So Word, PowerPoint, and all those are our productivity enhancement tools. File management, there are Dropbox, OneDrive, especially in terms of the integration and automation. Tools probably are not listed here, but and we'll discuss a lot, I believe, during the course of day, because we have automation as one of the key topic discussed. And I took one example like RPA can help you integrate a lot of applications and do remove some of the middlewares and other thing and take the heavy lifting on its own. So there are tools on the automation and RPA part also. Mobile and remote access, Citrix virtual desktop, I think it's one very common tool that we use. In terms of personalization and customization, SharePoint, Confluence, and many intranet portals are there, which gets customized to my needs. So, for example, if I like stocks, the immediate first thing that I see as soon as I open my landing page is the latest stock trends. Somebody who likes football may see the football update. So, it's customized to your interests, and security and compliance that goes without saying across all the channels. And then integration and automation, like I touched base already. So yeah, it's just a brief thing considering the time slot I have. I'm happy to hear any of your questions. Thank you.